Hey guys, welcome to Jurassic Room. Now, you may notice that I'm actually wearing my original hat. This is the first hat I ever had back in '08 or something like that. Almost 10 years old. But this was the first hat I had for a long time before I switched to the Herschel hat so I could have the snakeskin stuff on it. You know, regular hat, and it fits better. Frankly, it looks more like a smaller version of Baldoon's hat with the curl here, but this is the original hat. I'm dealing with some mouth pain right now, but guys, just found out about this. This was posted today's the 3rd technically, it's actually 1 o'clock in the morning, but I was sleeping for a while, so I'm pretty awake. So I found this out yesterday, that a lot, okay, this link comes from Jurassic Outpost, so check out the original link, or check out the original story from Jurassic Outpost about these toys. Because for some reason my phone will allow me to do links to the internet, just only YouTube videos. But anyway, Jurassic Outpost got the scoop on what Mattel is doing with the Jurassic World line. And now you may know that I recently made a video about toy quality, and I was basically bashing the Leonard, Hasbro for Jurassic World toys, and DC, mainly for just villains and all that. But which I guess actually I'm kind of bashing Mattel because they own the DC license, which now they own the Jurassic World license. But, you know, the only problem I really have with the DC lines is that they're not doing anything with the villains, frankly. But, oh man, oh, that hurts. But, and apparently we will not be finishing off the hybrids line from Jurassic World, which is kind of sad. I did want to see the Growler, Carnoraptor, and all that we saw at the Toy Fair a while back. But, frankly, it's kind of good that that's ended, because now they have all their lines out at some licensing expo, and a few people got to actually see it, and then we have detailed descriptions of what they're actually pitching for the toy lines, and it's actually way better than I expected, and I'm going to read this to you. Now, the story is from Jurassic Outpost, and it's titled, "We've got the scoop on the future Jurassic World toys from Mattel, spoiler free, #Jurassic June." So let's go ahead and read this. The year is 1993. Kenner releases the Jurassic Park toy line, which shaped many of our childhoods. From there on, Kenner and eventually Hasbro, when they entirely overtook Kenner and their products, made Jurassic Park toy lines, whether it was a spin-off like Chaos Effect, Jurassic Park Dinosaurs, or Camo Extreme, or a film line. The franchise was handled by the same company. Most recently, Hasbro released the Jurassic World toy line in 2015, and to be blunt, the toys were not good, which is true. Velociraptors were missing their sickle claws, toys were poorly sculpted, poorly and cheaply painted, prone to breaking, and riddled with gaping screw holes. Not to mention, there was no sense of size consistency in the line, and did not feature traditional human action figures. Fans were bummed, and that is very true. Oh my gosh, I apologize, I have a gum boil where he stuck the needle into my gum and it hurts like crap. Ah. Anyway, apparently so was Universal Pictures. While Hasbro began to improve the quality with much better paint application on 2016's Dino Hybrid line, they lost the license that summer to Mattel. This is now uncharted territory, and truth be told, when I first heard the news, I wasn't excited. Mattel has no current lineups that prove they could do the classic Jurassic style of lineup, which is quite similar to the current Star Wars offerings from Hasbro. And Hasbro had just put out some of the best Jurassic Park toys ever a few years back, from 2009 and 2011. That's true. You had the Showdown series, I think, and that was with the Pachyrhinosaurus and the Allosaurus Showdown. Now, I don't own those figures personally. I wanted to, but man, those were actually really great toys. From what I saw in the store, the Allosaurus was amazing, and kind of a ripoff of the Papo Allosaurus, but still a really good looking toy. And I've seen reviews of it, and it was really good. And it's unfortunate we didn't get the other two figures that are supposed to be in that line, which are Carnotaurus and Stegosaurus, so that's unfortunate. Let me go down here and read this. Let me just jump to the point. I was wrong to doubt Mattel. While the final quality of the toys remains to be seen, the lineup style is what fans have wanted and true to the legacy of Jurassic Park. Recently, Mattel held a showcase for vendors, licensors, and more where they showed off their in-development and upcoming lines. As you can imagine, Jurassic World was there, and from what we have heard, it was easily the biggest highlight of any Mattel offering. We are going to avoid going into too deep into specifics, as certain items will spoil future surprises, including things about the new film. However, this is the lay of the land for the upcoming Jurassic World toys from Mattel. And it just goes on about the images below. The images used below are from past Jurassic Park offerings and used for demonstrative purposes only. So, 3 3/4 size, 3 3/4 inches human action figures for $10. And that's what it says about that. Yes, human action figures are back. They will be roughly 3 3/4 inches tall in scale, and with with past Hasbro offerings, they will follow the Kenner styling of including a small or hatchling dinosaur and some gear or weapons. However, from our understanding, the gear skews more towards collectors than play factor, as in Dr. Ian Malcolm includes a film-accurate flare, not a net launcher, and the toys have articulation that will surely please. So we already have our first confirmed character, and that is Ian Malcolm will have his own figure. Now, whether it's based on the original movie or the new movie remains to be seen, but considering they're talking about the original flare, that's probably going back to his scene in Jurassic Park, which means he'll have the black outfit, probably the shades, kind of like Cranky Ian over here. So that will probably be a figure. So that is amazing that we're going to be getting figures from past movies along with these new figures. Now, I really hope that they will look more towards Jurassic World first and then carry on with Jurassic Park. But that's really cool. I'd like to also look at having a new figure of Ian Malcolm from Jurassic World 2. But let's get on with this. Basic dinosaur figures for $10. The bread and butter of the line, the dinosaurs are back, roughly 6 inches long. These are comparable to the basic non-electronic dinosaurs of the Kenner toy lines, or the Bash and Bites from Jurassic World. Much like classic Kenner, these dinosaurs are not dressed with permanent mortal wounds and have simple articulation tied to a basic action feature. One of my favorite bits of the news, size of the dinosaurs are considered when choosing what type of toy to make. There will be no miniature adult Tyrannosaurs. It will focus on smaller species like Velociraptor and Gallimimus. So a lot like the original toy lines. But, you know, there was a young Tyrannosaurus, but it was actually size comparative to the Red Rex, you know, which kind of favored more towards, like, the novel, in a way. So there was a young T-Rex, and then you had the female large T-Rex. So that was still interesting, but we won't get something like that. It'll just be small dinosaurs. They're going to do something with medium dinosaurs, and then you have the large dinosaurs, which I'll get to in a minute. That's cool, but we could get Gallimimus as a figure. We haven't had a Gallimimus figure since the first movie, so that would be really awesome, and we could get a new Gallimimus figure. And of course, Velociraptor will most definitely be coming back, so I'd like to see them do a much more film-accurate version of the Velociraptor rather than the Titan Raptors over here and the Growlers. Because the Growlers were just basically two different molds for the 4 raptors, and the paint schemes were the only thing defining them, and frankly the paint schemes were really just kind of lame. So I'd really like to see them do a much better paint scheme than what Hasbro did. But anyway, Roarivores, electronic dinosaur figures for $15. And I actually love this name, Roarivores. But here's what it says. It actually has a picture of the Chasmosaurus, which I do have a Chasmosaurus up here. I think he still roars. So that's really cool that they're bringing them back. Because frankly, I used to play with my Chasmosaurus all the time. He's one of my favorites in the collection, actually. But Here's what it says about them. Slightly larger than the basic dinosaur figures, these toys focus on electronic roars tied to a biting mechanism. They again do not have open wounds, and while they are not posed as neutrally as classic Kenner toys, they are less awkward than the Jurassic Park 3 offerings. Again, the size of the dinosaurs were considered when developing these toys. So at this time, there are no electronic velociraptors, that rather species of a larger size will be focused on. Alright, but I do hope they will do something with the velociraptors, because even the original movie had small electronic raptors, so I really hope they will touch on that, because no, like, you wouldn't need a Gallimimus with an electronic box, even though that'd be cool, but Velociraptor is so unique with its sounds, because it's so iconic, with, you know, the conking and the and all that, all that, so I really hope they will touch on that. Super Strike Dinos Deluxe Dinosaur figures for $20. And apparently these are going to be resembling these Showdown figures, like the Pachyrhinosaurus and Allosaurus, but here's what it says about them. Slightly larger than the electronic figures, these harken back to the classic non-electronic Kenner dinosaurs of the medium size. An example that was described to use was a Stegosaurus with a tail swinging action that was very Kenner in looks. However, it was apparently closer in size to the JP 2013 Dino Showdowns. Yeah, they spelled Showdowns wrong. It's Showdowns. Pachyrhinosaurs. So I think at this point they're also confirming Stegosaurus. I gotta read that over again. I think they just confirmed Stegosaurus. That's pretty interesting. That would be really cool, like the new paint scheme of the Jurassic World movies, because of course, it's just touched upon more accurate, better colors in the Jurassic than the Lost World. Because if you look in the movie, they have a lot more coloring in the fins and all that. Anyway, large dinosaur figures, prices vary, and it has a picture of the Thrasher T-Rex, which I have up there, right next to my Zoomer Indominus, and this sounds amazing. As long as it's better than the Stomp and Strike or the Chomping T-Rex, the Stomp and Strike is just a mockery to any T-Rex figure, or let alone Jurassic Park or Jurassic World. It's just a mockery. And I pity anyone who actually likes that figure, except for the face sculpt, which isn't too bad, but it's still a mockery. But anyway, let's read this. Yes, they have a Tyrannosaurus Rex. 2, in fact. And we have heard both steal the show. We're going to avoid describing them anymore, as they're worth waiting for the official reveal to be surprised. But it's worth noting that there are more than Tyrannosaurs in the large scale. And some figures use a real feel, latex rubber, have action features, and electronic roars. So we will actually be getting rubber-skinned dinosaurs, guys. Realistic-looking dinosaurs, just like the Lost World and the original Jurassic Park toy lines. We're going all the way back, guys. This could be the most redeeming toy line we've ever had, guys. This could redeem anything Hasbro ever done since, back in the day with Kenner. So I am so excited. I'll get to praising in a minute, but let's go ahead first with this. But it also mentions electronic roars and action features, so it's probably just something similar to the Thrasher Rex. So that would be really awesome. And I hope they go with an original kind of paint scheme with the dinosaurs, and maybe a Rexy with the scars and everything true to the movie. That is going to be amazing. Maybe a Triceratops, another Indominus Rex, but let's get it right this time. No bad boy, no color changing into a nightlight yellow, purple, and red. I wouldn't mind a camo kind of thing, but, it had to be actual camouflage and not, McDonald's colors. But anyway, let's get on with this. Vehicles. Prices vary. Not much to say other than they're film accurate, look awesome, and are scaled to the human figures. Everything in this line is sized correctly, much like the classic Kenner toys. The classic Jurassic Park Jeep has a few details superfans are sure to love. So mostly film accurate ones. And now, Matchbox, prices vary. Which I actually have some Matchbox Jurassic World vehicles over there, which are actually really neat. Gone are the fictional vehicles. They're being replaced with small film-accurate vehicles from all 5 films. Some include small dinosaurs, and the entire lineup was described as similar to the Micro Machines but bigger, sold alongside The Lost World. This includes some very cool playsets based upon movie moments, so that sounds very awesome. And now, games. Prices vary. There will be games including something tied to pivoted plot elements of Jurassic World 2. So, that sounds really awesome. What's this? Some kind of picture. It looks like it could be, you know, it says Jurassic Park Escape the Island. I've never seen anything like that, but I don't know if that's a confirmed game for the new lineup, but I mean, it doesn't look like any game that's come out, and it looks pretty legit. It has, like, the Jurassic Park name, but at the same time, a lot of the artwork of Jurassic World, so that's interesting. I don't know if that's true, though. I don't know if that's real, but that's definitely very interesting. So maybe we're getting a new video game out, like Jurassic Park Survivor, that was kind of canned, which is supposed to have Baryonyx, I think, Indominus, T-Rex, and Velociraptors and Dilophosaurus. So I would really like to see what they handle with the new games. But now, I think this is the last one. Various smart electronic toys prices vary. Drones, remote control vehicles, and more. While a lot of these won't be cheap, they do offer great modern play functionality. Now that's really interesting. Maybe we'll get more Zoomer dinosaurs like my Indominus Rex of there, which I actually only paid 25 bucks for, so it was on clearance. Everyone else is paying like 70 bucks for it. I only got it for 25 bucks. But drones is something different. That'd be interesting. That'd be so cool if it was like a Dimorphodon or a Pteranodon drone. That would be so cool. The remote control vehicles, we already know that's kind of a thing with the RC. Probably we'll have the original kind of vehicles. It'd be cool if we got a gyrosphere remote control thing. That would be pretty neat. Like an open controlled thing, and you can put your hamsters in and all that. Yeah. But anyway, some key notes. Mattel's first Jurassic World lineup will be called something similar to Jurassic World: The Classic Collection. So that's interesting. So maybe we're going to get a lot of like the original Jurassic Park inspired toys before we get to Jurassic World inspired toys. So that'll be very interesting. And I imagine this line will carry on until Jurassic World 3, so we'll have a lot of chances just to collect all these different toys. But anyway, this lineup is scheduled to hit stores late this year or early next year, and is mainly based upon the first Jurassic Park. While they boast film accuracy for all their items, it does seem to also borrow from Kenner by featuring dinosaurs never seen in the films. So I would really like this. I really would like to see some of the herbivores and stuff, carnivores we haven't seen, like in Jurassic World, all the species that are living there, but we never saw, like Edmontosaurus, Microceratus, and Suchomimus, Baryonyx, Matriacanthosaurus, and then species we haven't really gotten toys of in a while, like Parasaurolophus, Stegosaurus, and then Ankylosaurus figure. Maybe a Brachiosaurus or a Apatosaurus. A really neat looking Apatosaurus figure would be really nice. Sorry, I gave that thing. And also, late this year, that's really cool that we're going to have them so close, because of course it's coming out in only a year from now, basically. But, anyway, I hope they will not continue so much with the hybrids, though, but I wouldn't be against maybe a few hybrids. I mean, specifically the Indominus, but I really would like to have just original dinosaurs. But anyway, let's get on with this. Sometime early spring, mid-April in 2018, the Jurassic World 2 toys will begin to arrive in stores much like the classic Jurassic line. It boasts film accuracy and a multitude of figures and offerings. From there, the line should continue to populate shelves with new waves featuring figures from the latest sequel or past films. These are apparently quite a few more SKUs of toys from Mattel than those listed above, so there are plenty of surprises in store. It's worth noting that some of the basic dinosaur figures were described as slightly exaggerated, looking with proportions and poses that were more cartoony than realistic. Our hope is that between now and release, those items will be refined and perfected to better match their film counterparts and proper realistic anatomical poses. Otherwise, we're thrilled by what the line is slated to offer and cannot wait to see photos from it. There are quite a few more surprises Mattel has up their sleeves, so stay tuned. As always, sound off in the comments and let us know what dinosaurs, characters, and vehicles you want toys for. Happy #Jurassic June, everyone. Now, one more thing I would like to also learn later on what kind of Lego sets we could get, because I know we're probably going to end up getting Lego sets. But anyway, I'm so excited, guys. I mean, real rubber skin, so we're going to get mostly film accurate dinosaurs, characters, and I can't believe we're really just going to explore a lot of the original toys and all of that. Maybe we'll get a better Ceratosaurus figure, a playable Dilophosaurus figure. Maybe we'll get another Spinosaurus toy, so that would be really cool. But frankly, unless Spinosaurus is going to appear in the next movie, maybe tone down Spino for a bit. But and maybe show Suchomimus and Baryonyx, or maybe have a re-release of the big Spinosaurus, something like that. But I really cannot wait to see what the T-Rex looks like for the most part, because that's going to be the selling point. Because when Jurassic World came around and they were showing off the Stomp and Strike, frankly, even then I was disappointed, and I wasn't just furious until I actually saw one in store. And it was just such a piece of crap, really. And then the hybrid chomping Rex, that was a total crap wad. And then the chomping Rex, which was just bland and boring. So I really hope they'll do justice to these toys, because frankly, okay, so they own Barbie, DC Superhero Girls, which is their biggest thing now, Monster High, which was kind of the big thing back then. It's kind of died down now, but I heard they're going to make a Monster High movie. The other reason why I know all this is because my sisters collected Monster High dolls during the craze. They got dolls that are worth over $100 now. I mean, their collection is worth altogether like $1,000. They got like all the different figures from back when. So I know, that's how I know all about that. Barbie, they don't have Transformers, do they? I don't think they own the Transformers rights. They got DC, I know that. They got they're doing all the Wonder Woman stuff. They could work on their DC line, frankly, but I think that they see the Jurassic World license as a redeeming quality for them, and to beat Hasbro at this, because Hasbro screwed up so bad. So I really hope they'll do it justice and just give the middle finger to Hasbro. So we can make good toys, we can make them playable, we can make them realistic, we can make them fun, and we can make some money while doing this. So guys, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more videos. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I'm so excited. And I'm going to be making a video soon also about the supposed IGW. I think IGW, yeah. But they're making Jurassic World comics apparently. But so I'll be doing a video about that because frankly, their last Jurassic Park series was not that great. I gotta reread some, but I mean, if you look at Devils in the Desert, that was just a horrible story. The artwork, man, ugh. Phew. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more videos. I really cannot wait. Ah, man, we're finally getting the most possibly redeeming toy line since the Kong toys. Actually, I think like the last great dinosaur toy was the electronic Gorgosaurus from Walking with Dinosaurs, the movie. But anyway, guys, oh, I forgot. Let's hit those 400 subscribers.